the defender.
Well, he wanted Roller Wilson on the other side to run a hitch, stop, and then sprint again. But the Bengals were in a different coverage. They had a safety man, Fulcher, covering deep, so Tolliver came back over here. Good decision by the young quarterback. I think people here really miss Paul Brown. I sure missed the guy, and I was hoping I could see him when I came down to do the game. He has done so much to help me with my career and all the training I had under that man.
But he didn't hire you as the head coach, and that was one of the great disappointments of your life.
Well, it was, but it worked out for everybody.
2nd down 6. The quickie is complete. Miller one step from a touchdown. Carter makes the tackle at the 26-yard line. 8 catches for Anthony Miller. He now leads Eddie Brown by 1.
What a show. Miller's catching it short and long, which is sort of a cliche, but the key, the short passes, he's taking punishment and holding on to the ball. The long passes, his speed is paying off. He's become a total football player, complete player.
Eddie Brown has 1 yard more, 121 to 120.
And Eddie is a similar athlete. They can dominate a game.
On 1st down, it's Rod Bernstein. Bernstein, a 1st down to the 13. Well, there's no relief for that defensive line. Butts is 250, and then they bring in Bernstein at 238.
Richard and Thompson both pulled and trapped. He had 2 men through the hole. Here you can see them coming toward us. Excellent trap. There's Thompson through the hole, and a clean blocked play. Again, the Bengals tend to be absorbing the blockers at this point and not attacking.
Leading 16-14, San Diego, a 1st down at the Bengal 13-yard line. 48-year-old Dan Henning. His team has played well today.
Unbalanced line this time for the first time today.
Bernstein toppled at about the 8-yard line, a gain of 5. Now Bernstein isn't just a thought over the winter, let's make a running back out of him. He was a tailback at Texas A&M through his sophomore year. Then they switched him to tight end.
A great all-around athlete. Again, his blocking as a tight end hasn't been strong enough for him to take that position. Arthur Cox, by the way, a 270-pound tight end on that last play, destroyed his man. So those big, massive people from San Diego are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Miller wide to the right. Caravello in motion. And it's Bernstein again. Now that's too much dancing before deciding where to go in the hole. You're not going to be able to make much up the middle when you hesitate quite that much.
Well, they're giving Marion a little bit of a break, figuring in the 4th quarter that they can control the ball with Butts. Controlling.
Time remaining in the 3rd period. San Diego leads by 2. 3rd down and a long 5. Ball rests on the 8-yard line. Wilson to the right and Miller to the left this time for Tolliver, with Bernstein the solo back behind him. The quickie, no one there except the Bengals. He threw it right to Billups, and Billups has only 2 men to beat. He gets by Tolliver, but Bernstein saves the touchdown.
Tolliver thought it was a hitch, and Wilson thought it was a slant. So as Tolliver threw the ball, Wilson was releasing right by it, and those are the miscommunications that make the difference.
Big interception line. Lewis Billups with the Chargers inside the 10-yard line, and here comes James Brooks slashing his way to a 1st down at the 42. Let's go back to Billups' interception on a misfire by San Diego's pass combination.
Tolliver throws the ball, and his receiver's looking the other way. You can see that Wilson wanted to get a slant. Tolliver thought it was a hitch, and Sam can't believe what he's seeing there. He was on the verge of being thrown out of the game in a sense, because 7 points might have knocked him out of it with just a quarter remaining. But here he is with the ball again. I think he's got some ideas now, I'm sure, they've got to score at this point. They can't just wait and wait and wait.
Brooks again twisting for a couple to the 44-yard line.
I just believe that, Dick, I believe that they've got to throw the ball. He just can't keep hammering like this. They've got to get a big chunk of yardage before they really go to their running game again.
Brooks goes out, and the rookie Harold Green now in at running back.
Big blitz.
Oh, Bert Grossman, 92, gets a hand on it as Boomer just did unload before he was hit.
The Chargers just feel free to blitz, and the Bengals aren't really getting much done about it. You see, sooner or later, there's Phillips. Sooner or later, there's just all that pressure, and Boomer held the ball too long that time.
99 Lee Williams was the man who made the hit. Grossman got a hand on the pass. He's related to Randy Grossman, who is the tight end with the Steelers, won 4 Super Bowl rings. It's his cousin. Third down and 8. And Eddie Brown knocked out of bounds at the 26-yard line. So Brown has his 8th catch of the day, and his totals now are going to be up around 150.
Esiason moved away from Grossman that time, slid back away from him to his right. You'll see him setting up. He's got the pressure from his right. Now he slides outside, gives himself room, throws a line shot to Brown. Now they've got field position. If they can assure themselves of a field goal, they can go ahead and run the ball.
Eddie Brown, one of the many great wide receivers out of Miami of Florida, 100.5 as the Bengals have a first down deep in San Diego territory at the end of the third quarter in San Diego. In the fourth quarter in San Diego, where Charger fans have to be nervous 3 times last year, leading going into the fourth, only to lose to Denver, Pittsburgh, and the Jets. Then last week at Dallas led 14-7, and the Cowboys rallied 17-14 win. You figure those 3 games last year, you turn those around to wins. Instead of 6-10, they're 9-7 and maybe a playoff team. They're that close. Here's Green, dragged down, and may have fumbled. He hangs onto it at the 23-yard line as Henry Rolling, drafted by Tampa Bay 3 years ago, and they like him a lot. Rolling, number 57, is 6'2" and 225 pounds. Good speed. The rest of the passer can hold his own on the ground game. He's playing for Billy Ray Smith, who was injured in the first half, a muscle pull after Smith had intercepted a pass that led to a Charger touchdown.
Ken Moyer that time trapped beautifully for the Bengals. Both their guards are doing an excellent job trapping, and they're extra tight end leading through the hole.
Briggs, the tight end in motion, play action. Rodney Holman, Pro Bowl tight end, knocked out of bounds at the 19-yard line. It'll be a couple of yards shy of a first down. Bird and Bayless collaborated on the tackle. There's Holman. Boy, you could hear the coaches say, Rodney Holman, he does everything right.
Sure does. They have an excellent way of slipping their tight end into the flat late, play passing, and then hitting him. This is a critical play, Dick, because without the first down, they're going to have to kick a field goal off that soft infield. And they need the lead right here. The Bengals need the lead. They can't afford to waste another chance.
Holman threw a shoe, as you saw, so he's out of there on 3rd and 2. Did he get in bounds? Yes. Eddie Brown again. What a game he is having. Brown with another catch to make it 9, 5 yards and a first down.
Boomer had to really fit this one in. Everybody's walling off defenders so that Brown can get in the flat, and they do a good job of it.
Oh, he didn't get in. They'll review that one. That one will be for review. It did look tight, and that left foot appeared to be a little late getting in. Here's another shot at it. 1 foot,
Right
left foot. Well, no, the left foot was down when he caught it.
It was.
So that's the kind of thing to review. Yep. Who's going to argue with Eddie? Sorry about that, Mr. Brown. 9 catches, 155 yards. They continue to.
Timeout number 1 for Cincinnati.
And the Bengals will call a timeout. Score 16-14 San Diego. Will return after these messages from your local station. First down at the San Diego 13. Cincinnati closing in on their first lead of the game.
I'm sure that White's reminded Esiason that a field goal will win this, or at least put the pressure on San Diego.
Brooks gets away from it. No, he didn't have the ball, and Leslie O'Neal knew who did as he sacks Esiason. Great play action, and it carried out well by Brooks, but O'Neal didn't buy it for a moment.